CNC have travelled to Coventry to High 4 work holding, and I'm here with Rob Beckett. Now, Rob, you've taken on an agency, Sprycer, Centric Grippers. Now, you've got a large range of Centric Grippers. Can we start with this particular model, please, Rob?
Yeah, hi Joe. Yeah, thanks for coming. The one that you've just picked on there is the MZU vice from Sprycer, which is what we class as the universal vice. What we mean by that is there's a lot more draw options on that vice compared to the other ones in the range.
So when you say draw options, are these like on a tenon connection and you've got to bolt them on and off the draw options? And what kind of draw options? I see you've got step jaws here, but what other draw options are available for this particular model? And also, what kind of sizes do they come in?
For that model, we've got soft jaws, pendulum jaws, gripper jaws, like with the raw material clamping. There's a lot more inserts for them depending on what material we're gripping as well. The vices, we can be from anywhere from a 36mm jaw width up to 125 and higher if required.
Is that on all the range, that kind of size range?
That size range, yeah, is across the range of the Sprycer vices, yes.
And in regards to holding capacity, what kind of holding capacity do you get?
On the jaw width, in the opening, do you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So you, again, from the vice, you could be looking from about 60mm on the smaller vices up to 250, 300 in the opening.
So it's safe to say that the Sprycer range kind of cover most sizes and applications. So in regards to the first model that we're looking at here, this is the universal model, which comes in lots of different sizes and lots of different draw options. What about the clamping force? What kind of clamping forces do you get, and how do they vary in between the sizes that they come in?
The clamper force is the same pretty much around the range, anywhere from about 16 up to just about 40 newtons. And then we will recommend on that side that you will use a torque wrench rather than a standard conventional wrench on it.
Is that to kind of get to achieve a stable process as well? So you're kind of making the process foolproof?
That's right, Gio, yes, yeah.
Rob, moving on to the second vice, what is the difference between the second one and the first one that we've just discussed?
Okay, this one is what we class as the MZR, which is the raw material clamping vice. So the difference between these two is the jaw options are a bit more limited because it's just purely aimed at the raw material clamping.
Now, do you need to crimp the components before clamping raw materials? And what type of materials can you hold with this particular unit?
With this vice, no, you don't need any pre-op. The way that the Sprycer have constructed the vice with the hardened base, the hardened screw through the middle, there's no need for actually any pre-op work in the material, which gives it its advantage over the competitors.
And in regards to different materials that it can grip, is there any limitations there?
No, not on limitations as well. We can grip most materials. Certain materials will just change the jaws to make sure it actually grips. So we would double check that with Sprycer if it's on a material that we want to be sure about.
One difference I have noticed between the first model and the second model is that the first model is a two-piece jaw set. Now, this second model is a one-piece jaw set, so the master base jaw is part of the actual jaw. Is this where you're getting the additional clamping force and rigidity from, Rob?
It is, Gio, yes. So when they've looked at it and designed it, that's where we can get the additional help to actually buy into it without having the pre-op.
Now, the fifth axis market is growing all the time in the UK. More and more fifth axis machines are being sold. Are these vices predominantly for fifth axis machines, and what other applications, real life applications, can you give us that you're selling or where they're going into the marketplace?
We've predominantly, quite a lot of them do go onto the 5-axis machines, but we have done a lot on the standard 3-axis machines, couple on some manual machines as well. On the raw material, quite a lot of them have been actually on the 5-axis, and we had one the other day where the component was 125mm jaw width vice. It was about 400mm high, and we were just gripping down on the jaws about 8mm. So that was quite a big beast, and they were machining the end piece could be a gearbox.
So I mean that kind of illustrates the clamping force and rigidity you're getting from this product.
It does, Gio, yes.
Now moving on to the third and final vice that we're discussing today, what is the difference between the third one, and why would you choose this one over the first two?
So this vice is the MZQ, which is the quick change jaw vice. Now the difference between this one compared to the other two is the ability to change the jaws quickly. The drawer options are the same as what the first vice is. There's more drawer options for it, but it's the ability to quick change the drawers.
So if you're looking to quick change jaws, is that because you're looking to do lower volume work with this particular product?
It would be, yes. So if you needed to change your drawers for different size parts or your second ops, then this is the device that would be most suited for it.
Now, Rob, I'm going to put you on the spot. Can you illustrate how easy it is to change them jaws? And you've already shown me you don't even need a tool to actually change the jaws. Can you show the camera how this is done, please?
Yeah, no problem, GL. So just on the side, there's just a button that you press in. Drawer comes off, down, pick up your next one. Just like that.
So, can you take both jaws off for me, please, Rob?
Yep. So that's the bottom of the device, and then obviously when you're ready to put the drawers back on, it's easy as 1, 2, 3.
So basically, there's just a button that you press which releases the jaw. Now, can you explain the configuration of the master base jaw and how it connects, and kind of give me an example of the repeatability that you get?
So underneath the jaw, you've got the dove, which obviously locates on the jaw. We've got the location dowel as well. So when you actually put that on, as you can see, it locks in place, and then with the button, you're releasing the part to grip back onto the other side of the dowel, and then it's locked. Repeatability, you're looking between 5 and 10 microns.
I've not seen a system like this before to change jaws. Is this unique to Spricer?
This is, well, I've only seen it on the Spritzer range, so as far as I'm aware, yes, it's unique to Spritzer on that side.
Now, there's something else that I've noticed on this particular unit to the first two. Now, there's something at the bottom here that's different. Now, is this a 0-point location system on the bottom of this particular unit? The others are set up for toe clamps.
That's right, GR, yeah. I mean, this vice can be the same as the other two. This particular one, we've just got it set up on a 0-point pallet underneath. So this one actually goes straight onto the System 3R APC. So, but we can do that on any of the devices that you see within the range. We have different options as well. Tombstones, pyramids, other 0 points that we can all supply with devices.
Now, we're not going to get into price today, but if someone was interested in this particular range of centric grippers, how should they get in touch with you to place an inquiry?
They can call the office or drop us an email at sales@highfield.com.